Good evening, boys and girls. Let's see. Oh, it is 7 p.m. Oh, I am exhausted, but it is almost time for me to find a meal. So I said, let me sit down and run my big fat trap for 5, 10 minutes and get in that kitchen. But I kid you not, boys and girls, I really don't want to go in the kitchen. I had to actually open up some cabinets and just start like putting stuff where I needed to be that would make it look healthy, easier for me to do some of my meals in that kitchen. But I stayed most of the day in here. But I need a freaking break. My floor is covered. I'm gonna try to find a few things. Now I have one garbage bag. I'm gonna take that garbage bag to the garbage hole, and then I'm gonna build up another garbage bag. But I tried to take a walk to the library today, but I couldn't. It was a little too hot for me. And but I did go to the post office, and guess what the post office has? The post office has this little box on the window, like three little slits that you don't have to wait in the line. If you have stamps on it already, you could just drop it in there. So what I did was I had I took my sleeve of stamps with me, and I went to the post office to see what I can do. And I said, at the window, I said, let me just throw an extra stamp. But if it is not enough postage, the person who is going to is going to have to pick it up at the post office and pay the rest. So there goes that. Because boys and girls, I did not have my scale up at the time to weigh it and all the other stuff, and I didn't want the person to drive an hour to pick it up. So I asked, for the address. But there goes that. Oh my goodness, boys and girls. Mm, 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 mm. Let me check my thing real quick. Okay. I am so happy. I have been doing a lot of work on myself. So you will see a few things that I made some changes with over the last few weeks. So it is a hard process, boys and girls, but I have to do what I have to do. It may cost me more than I expected, or whatever the case may be. Okay. King, I'm reading your message. Thank you. So, oh my goodness, boys and girls, I absolutely am so thankful. My printer is working. I don't. I kid you not. I call her my sister friend when I speak about her to other people, which I don't do often. But she has the patience of a. I don't know. I don't know where. I'm like, you just have to leave her alone because she's a bully. I call her a bully. I was eating potato chips that she bought me. She, I don't want to hear that mess. I'm like, oh! I mean, I'm cracking up. I'm like, oh my goodness. You know when you were in the house, you used to being by yourself. So I don't want to hear that mess. And I'm sitting there laughing. But boys and girls, I have yet to have any rest from the moment she walked out the door. I put together these. I just had to move and shake, but I have some more stuff in here I want to get done. But I spoke to someone on the phone, and she want me to list some greeting cards for $1. Something that I would normally just want to get rid of. So I said I was gonna take my time, boys and girls. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Okay, okay. Let's see this now, boys and girls. I'm gonna show you something. I know y'all gonna be like, this girl is nuts, but I have bad anxiety. I have bad anxiety, so when I go through manic stages with my bipolar disorder, I make greeting cards. So this and this is already greeting cards. Already greeting cards. So these these right here have little hearts and things that says I love you. And these right here say happy anniversary. That's balloons. That's happy birthday. Oh, boys and girls. So that's there. Now what I am gonna list, what I'm gonna list in a few days is this one right here because I really like this little kitty cat and it says thinking of you. So I'm gonna list some of those, and then I'm gonna put hello. I thought it would be. Wait, can you see that? Hello, I thought it would be best to send you a hug. And then I don't know what's this here. I don't really like that card anymore. And then, ooh, Lord, you don't know what I did. Boys and girls, I must have was supposed to be doing somebody's business cards, and I forgot all about the damn cards. So this is gonna be my scrap paper. That's what that is. So let me take it out now. That's gonna be my scrap paper. So I'm gonna take that out from there because I don't even know who the person is, to be honest. I really don't. So I'm gonna use this paper for scrap. But I am so happy because I have so much done now. What I'm working on now is this cabinet was on top of another cabinet, and I don't want this little white thing to be ruined. I'm gonna find somewhere. Most likely, the paper is gonna come down, and it's gonna go on top of this right here. But what I'm going to do is wait a few maybe weeks and see what I can get as far as furniture that will be stronger. Now, my shelves arrived today, and I got 3 of them. 2 for my pantry, but I wish I could have got my printer to stay over there so that I could get maybe 1 or 2 more of those shelves and put it here. But I wanted the window to stay accessible so I could open the window when I want some air. So I said, you know what, the printer is perfect right there. Now, this table is a 6-foot table. The table has to go. That's just the bottom line. I need a standard computer desk for my computer and then a table I can put somewhere else. But I saw someone's room today. She just did her room today, and her shelves are on the wall. Shelves are in the wall, and then her desk is in the middle. I like that there, but for right now, I'm going to build storage on the table going up the wall so I don't have to adhere anything to the wall. But I kid you not, boys and girls, I am making it happen up in here. But I have to get some of this out because I do have 2 shelves right here. But this over here is for the marketplace and my online store. So this is going to stay right here. And that's that. But what's on the floor is going to slowly just slip on out of here. Boys and girls, I have been watching a lot of videos today. I said today is give back day, so I've been doing a lot of watching people's budgeting, I followed someone today. I subscribed to someone today. He does savings with the money books, so that's what he's doing. But I like the way he did his savings thing because he took a piece of paper and I guess he must have wrote it out and made the little dots and his little circles in his little 50s. But I like the way he did that. So I subscribed to his channel this morning, and then a lot of bad stuff is going on. I don't even want to go there. I don't want to go there. And then today I had to really and truly say, you know what, it's time to put the brakes. And I called a friend of mine and told him, I just have to part ways right now. That I will always love him, but I'm tired, boys and girls. Today I was gonna go and pick up my needs an hour away, but I'm thankful I didn't. And when my friend called this morning and said that she'll be here in a short while, I was caught off guard because I forgot she was coming. But I kid you not, God works in beautiful ways because I just went to the post office, which is right around the corner, and I was gonna walk, but I said I can't walk, so I went right around the corner. But my brake light is out, so not only do I need a oil change, which I'm gonna get right up the block. I came home and I called them and I got the price and everything. Now I need my brake light or something like that, tail light, brake light, one of the. So it is part time for me. So I need to get to a Verizon location to take this box back. But a woman heard me talking to someone outside the post office, and she turned around and she said that it's a Verizon place on something street or whatever. So I asked her the zip code. I don't know what it is. I'm able to get a little more understanding of where the place may be if I remember the zip code. So when she said the zip code, I said, now I remember the zip code. So when it's time, I'm gonna just look on the computer and just see if I can find the Verizon place in that zip code. If not, I have to pay $200 for some daggone supplies. size that I can't use. So I'm not doing that. And they already waived the last one because I couldn't get it off the wall. But this one, the cable man took it off the wall. So there goes that. So, boys and girls, I kid you not, I am loving today. I'm tired. I really want something to eat, and I'm gonna turn this off before somebody's video pops on and I get some type of notification. And guess what I did? I found two pots, and I'm not sure I've made it this long without using them. I'm not sure I even want to keep them, so I said today I have to make a decision, and it may be bye bye. I already brought in three items, and that was that shelf, those three shelves, and I said I'm gonna have to walk stuff out of here. I just can't keep bringing in. I need to bring in stuff that's gonna help me function day to day. In this room, some of this stuff, most of this stuff, at some point is going to go because if I continue to feel the way I feel, I'm not going to want what's behind me. I'm going to want right here and right there. So that's it. So, and then today a video popped on, two videos popped on with people making cards and stuff like that with this exact printer. So I said I was gonna watch those videos so I could learn how to do the inside, settings and stuff like that. That stuff make me want to break down and I mean bust out all the windows, all the cabinets, all the glasses. Yesterday I was really over the top. I was like, oh my goodness, and I needed this to make a decision before a certain time because I'm working on something. But I'm like, and then when the phone call came and she's like, can you list some of your cards that you would get rid of, for $1? And I'm like, I can do that, but I need to be able to sit down and focus. My focus is really not there. So there goes that. But I did take my time and figure out some more things that I want to try. And I think Lard, Lard, I think Lard is one of them. So, uh, and not based on someone else using lard. I haven't seen anyone, so I don't know if it's a product that's still out. It's based on like older times what people use rather than like vegetable oil and stuff like that. So I'm looking to do a little bit of that type of thing, and I really would like some pasta. So I'm going to get some pasta, but I'm going to have pasta maybe once a week or maybe twice a month. I'm gonna have to get a calendar and put it up somewhere I can see it that it's not gonna be damaged and like or and I'm gonna have to really get there because I would like a meal with some cheese and some beef and some pasta sauce. Y'all already know your girl love the pasta, but after getting so much better with my internal system, um, I don't really want to mess that up. I actually thought I was allergic to eggs. It showed up on a test that I was allergic to eggs. Clearly, I can't have an allergy to eggs, as many eggs as I've been eating it. So, since I've been working on my stomach. So, there goes that. And I did end up watching another video, and she is eating so much of her vitamins. She doesn't want to, be popping pills, although we don't have any issues against it. But I know myself, I've been doing a lot better, eating a lot of my nutrients. So I'm really happy about that. And I'm looking forward to my blood test, when I go back to the doctor. So uh, there goes that. And I forgot to call my doctor to tell him he's no longer my doctor. So I forgot to tell him that. But I think I want to tell him in person. I really love my doctor, but I found a new doctor here. And I think I like Mr. Mister. So I'm so happy that I have maybe two or three new medical providers here. So I'm happy about that. I was walking today, and for a long stretch of the walk, all I was able to smell was a cigarette that someone was smoking passing by. And I really wish people had more etiquette when it comes to that because it is hard. I had to, it is horrible. I think we need to stop and when we need to take a check of some of the things that we do. But I am going to end my video now because I want to go lay down. My back and everything is tired. But please let's be more conscious of what we do outside. And there, there has come a time when kindness was so abused that we had to stop helping other people. But I kid you not, I'm a firm believer that kindness is what we're supposed to do. But we can only help but so much. If people make you feel convenient when they need you and they're not there when you need them, that's not a situation that I'm talking about. And that's a situation I've been in quite often. But when I say, please be mindful of positions we put ourselves in the name of need. I kid you not. Because some of these diseases, some of these accidents, whatever the case may be, please let's all be more mindful and let's stop fighting over the small things that we should have known 50 million years ago that we shouldn't jump on now and say because of one simple. No, honey, we have to take accountability for some of the stuff that we have done to ourselves. I kid you not, I feel so bad. I almost broke down and cried today because when I opened up my phone, I saw, and I said, I can't do this. I can't do this. And the reason why I can't do that specific thing is because if it was me, there is a position in that whole thing I just couldn't have seen myself do. So I have to just let the forces be. And there's so much stuff that's going on. I kid you not, seniors are being like beat up in the street, and I kid you not. Let me see what the damn brass knuckle is, honey, because I need to put that back on my goddamn keychain. Where is it? I saw it somewhere. I have to get my memory back. Where is it? I know I'm not going crazy, but I just remember something. Honey, I am not playing. Mm-mm. Where is it? I know it's in here somewhere. I know. Here you go. Come on, kitty cat. Yes, honey, we have to be careful. Honey, we have to be careful. Woo! Mm-mm. I don't care what nobody say, honey. I'm giving one to my friend, one to me. That's right. I am walking. Ooh, I tell you. Oh, I gotta find somewhere to put this shelf. Honey, I am gonna put my stuff on. I'm not playing. I'm putting this right in my car because I don't know where I might be at right here. And I kid you not. Woo! Say be quiet. I got it. I got it. I got to be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. Ooh, woo, well, I'm putting this back. I'm giving one of my friends. She'll be here. I don't know when, but she's getting one. I don't care which color she choose, and I'm getting the other. Boys and girls, if y'all are not seeing what the hell is going on in these streets, and I kid you not, this right here, I know it works. I know it works. Well, let's not go out there and be walking into the but honey, somebody come for you and y'all you better pull it out of it. They better learn what self-defense is, honey. But I'm gonna have to get me a little bit of information on the street, like not on the street, on this computer. If somebody come at me and you could clearly see it on the camera, can I defend myself? Because, ooh, I thank you, Lord, that I haven't seen anything. But what I am seeing on Facebook, and I haven't been on Facebook today but one time, and I realize why I am seeing some of the things I don't want to see. And it's because I am following someone and they're giving me access to some of the things in that person's zip code. Now, I did take a lot of time to just start, like, I don't want to see this, not interested, or hide it. I'm going to do it again because I need my algorithm cleaned up so that my nervous system can be okay. I was good today until I really and truly started feeling something good that's coming my way. But I know that I'm in a position like, you know, my phone rang, are you busy? Yeah, I'm busy. I'm in my craft room. Oh, I am getting sick and tired of that. First of all, what I'm not able to function and understand is How can I be the one that's getting the call when I'm living this far? That's the problem I'm not understanding. Are we not understanding the time, the wherewithal, and my gas tank, and the fact that I'm not earning anything right now? I'm like, is that not under anyone's radar? So, it is what it is. But I was in here. I needed the phone call because I needed to take a time and break. If you don't take time to break when you need a break, somebody with the powers that be is going to give you the break. You may not want the break that you get. So answer the call to your body when your body is saying rest. And that's all you have to do. And that's what I needed to do. So for that moment, I laid down. But I kid you not, I haven't had one nap all day. And it's basically 7:30 now. But that is only because I'm treating myself with love by learning what I need to eat. Like that bread, that rice I had yesterday, boys and girls. I don't know how you pronounce it, canalina, or something like that. I bought it in the Hispanic section, and I looked for it, and then on top of that, I remember watching a video with like old, like many years ago, and that type of thing, and it said look to the bottom shelf of the supermarket. So when I went looking for the rice and the lady helped me find the rice, I'm looking at everybody in the store, just looking and looking and looking, and something reminded me, and I said, and then when I saw the rice, the little lonely 3, 4 bags of rice over here, and all those rice over there with those branded names. And then a lady was so nice to mention something to me, and then I said, I don't want anything with a brand name on it. I don't want that. So I went right down there and I just picked. I said, let me try this. Now I did want a little larger bag, but if you're gonna try something to see if you can, manage it, you want the smallest bag. Now there was a time, I kid you not, it was a time that if I needed to try something, I wanted to try it if someone else had it. So, like, say if now my neighbor doesn't normally try things that I know of. So, if maybe once or twice, a few times, maybe if there was something that I wanted to try and I saw she had it, I would ask for it because I wouldn't want to waste my money. That's how bad things work for me financially. Now, the rainbow hasn't changed too much, but it changed a lot more than what it was. But right now, my hustling grind is to get the things I need to increase my life to get me to where I can take care of myself with the things that I need. Now, I can tell you what's not in there, although I truly, truly want it. Now, if I find a shirt for like $3, I can promise you I may get the shirt. I don't have a problem buying myself a shirt. I bought a bar of soap yesterday, $3. I have no problem with that. That's going into my Christmas thing. It may be in here somewhere, just sitting down. I'm working on my pantry because I have a shelf and I am building a space. So, so I'm taking some time to do that. Now, one of the things that I am thankful for is the fact that I have stocked up on a few items that will help me clean my home. Now, I don't mean spray bottles and dish detergent and that type of stuff. I have an abundance of those, but I want some of the basics that were from yesteryear when my mom was starting to be a mom. Those are the things that I want to get, and I'm not going to sit down and play in a sandbox. Last night I was laughing because I remember one of my not so many kind people. I parted ways, removed the number, delete, block, all that. But you gonna use that vinegar? Because you got like 5 bottles, and I'm like, yeah, okay. If you don't need them, I'll take. But the way the whole conversation started, did that sound too friendly or kind? So I'm like, okay, I will be sure to let you know. All 5 came up in here. So today I was cleaning up and I found 2 of them. I know one is in the bathroom because I use it when I do my laundry. So now I should have maybe 2 or 3 somewhere else. I found a space in the kitchen for all of them. So hopefully tonight I can find them, and that's the designated cabinet that it's going to go into. I am so thankful that I don't buy Tide, I don't buy Gain, I don't buy those type of things. Once I realized that those additives in those, and then on top of that, when I learned that when you go into a store and a whole shelf is dedicated to that one company, and that is not a good company, then you already know. So now when I go into like stores like Walmart and I can see Gain, is like wow. But Gain's main hustle and grind is the Dollar General at 5 for 25. They just don't even understand that Gain is not even the best product on the shelf. It's, if you really want to know the truth about Gain, it is closer down there than it is up to here. And then what is up to here is like nobody's looking for it. So I haven't actually, I purchased it from a wholesaler, so I have an abundance in that thing there. But I kid you not, with what's going on now, I'm looking for my next, because that is laundry detergent. There is never going to be, for me, too much laundry detergent. It's just not going to happen. So today I was looking for Zote and file something. I used to use them for a long time ago, but they're great. I think the one with the F is great for your skin, especially if you have sensitive skin or eczema and those type of things. If I'm not mistaken, that bar, and I kid you not, someone had called me one time when I was living in Florida, and the person's daughter couldn't bend her arm. Her eczema was that bad. Now, I know it's going to sound horrible for me to say it the way I'm going to say it, but this is not the case for her. She was worse than any way I could describe it. But if you ever see anyone who looks like their skin looks like an alligator skin or one of them reptile skins, if that is reptile, that's how bad it was. But the person couldn't bend. That's how thick that was. And I said to him, I said, I'm not sure if I remember correctly, because it was, but if it is the soap, the laundry soap, that's the bar. And if if I got it right, that person bought. No, I believe I had to send it to the person because they couldn't find it. But it was actually whatever laundry bar it was, that was the laundry bar for her. So when I tell you how happy the person was, or whatever the case may be, but there is a laundry bar that is a shampoo, a bar, a shampoo, a body wash, and all of that, and it's predominantly soap and not water. And if I'm not mistaken, it's something with Napa in it. I don't remember, but flat Napa, something I can't remember. But laundry, clothes, your body, and your hair. Uh, I know that from when I was in Florida, because I used to use that. I used to grate it up. I used to do that with the soda powder, the box of powder, whatever. I used to think the wash powder or whatever. I used to think they were mixed up. So it is what it is. But I'm gonna say something. Hopefully you understand the tea. There is a massive change going on with a store that not too many people want to shop from. That store is legit going retail. So if there's something you desperately need, you better get it now. And I don't know the name of the store. I'm just saying there's some closings and some openings, but this store is going retail. So I'm getting my bells and whistles now, boys and girls. Yes, boys and girls. I have to say thank you so much, boys and girls, for giving me a place to just share. You understand? I can't give you all the tea. I can't give you all the tea because I'm going to be writing a book. And guess what? My name is not going to be in the book. Not going to be in the book. I'm going to write the book. It's going to have some type of title, but I am going to start. Once I get in here enough to worked out enough to where I can sit in here and my head doesn't go crazy and I'm stepping over stuff and I might drop. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write a book, but the book is not going to have my name on it, because there are times that the book is going to be, you know, nothing like a romance or nothing like that. Nothing like cleaning or, like tips and frugal and that type of stuff. But I have to find a pet name or something. I don't want my name on the book. That's all I do know. So anyway, thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing is caring. Get your hand on that button and share, share, share. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.